Wanted to come check on the fence that we fixed Friday, just to make sure that the cows didn't come back here and knock it all down, but we got enough super solid posts in here now that they ain't gonna mess with it. I'm sure that made the cows angry. Anyways, come out here to this one pasture because I'm gonna go look for the calves. Last night was the first night they were out in the pasture. Overnight, that is. But I'm gonna go look for the calves now. See how they're doing. There they are. Big D. A8's running away. Maybe A7, I mean. What's up, Big D? How you doing, bud? Welcome to daily video number 65 here on the Costa Rican Ranch. How you doing, bud? Scared of me. Playing with the Angus over here too. Big D. Oh, good to see they're doing good. These guys are curious to what I'm doing. What's up? A7's looking good. You don't see hardly any ribs anymore. Tell she's been eating good. Or he's been eating good. Bud? Yesterday they were letting me scratch them all over, coming up to me. It's all good, bud. You got a new buddy. Portacania is curious to what we're doing. Hey, girl. Well, I guess I'll go check on the other cows now. We moved them to the far one side of the farm because Thursday, it was either Wednesday or Thursday, we got the news that there's a mountain lion that had killed one of our farmer neighbors' calves. So we definitely moved all the cows we could to the, well, as many as cows as we could to the opposite side of the ranch, which luckily none of them were killed because they were on that side of the farm that the neighbor is on, that the calf was killed. The only thing about those calves that I have to make sure of today is that they come up to the alley and get some water, because I'm in one of the biggest pastures right now, and they've got a long, decent walk for themselves to get up here because they don't have access to a river right here. And that's another thing, when they do get access to a river, they haven't ever been down to a river before, and it's pretty steep either way you go. Whichever pasture they get into, it's a steep walk down to the river. I need to make sure that they do that and that they don't get stuck down there, which is unlikely. I'm not too worried about it, but it's just something that I gotta keep on my mind. You guys ever have any tips on what works best for you? Leave them in the comments. We're always looking to improve on our systems. So far, it's been a beautiful Sunday morning. Hasn't been too hot. I think it's in the high 70s right now, maybe 77-ish. But feels pretty good here in Costa Rica. Now I'm gonna check to see if we have any eggs. I came through early this morning, about 7 a.m. to check for eggs. It's about 9:30 right now. There's usually some there, but there's not now. And that first spot's usually, the past couple of weeks, is the only place I've been seeing them eggs. But we've had a problem with chickens eating the eggs, but since we've letting them out free range, that we really haven't had that problem as much. It just seems like they're not laying them as much. Another herd of cows. It looks like there's some over in that pasture too, but this guy came over the electric fence we got here, but the electric fence has been broke, so it's not even on. What are you doing, bud? Now he's in where the pigs are, but the pigs are locked up right now because we couldn't get the electric fence to work. It was working for like a day maybe, and then it stopped working, and we go along each post and make sure all the insulators are where they need to be and nothing's touching it, and it still is not working. And we haven't reached the maximum length capacity, so we know it's not that. Not too sure. There isn't much food here for you, bud. Come on, bud. Here, I'll get you over to the... She knows where she came through, and it might have been right here. Oh well, she'll get back over. I come out here to check on A1's umbilical. Nothing's really changed since I saw it yesterday. Well, the past couple weeks it hasn't changed much. But she has some inflammation in her umbilical when we got her from the auction. That's why I was able to get her at such a good price. Here she is now. But it's the side without the ear tag. So I'm gonna go behind her and around. Yeah, it looks bigger. Like barely though. Like maybe 10% more inflammation the past. I want to say we got her like 3 weeks ago. Right in her umbilical. If that, maybe it stayed the same. Maybe it's just in my head. It's really hard to tell, but one thing's for sure is it didn't go down. So maybe we'll have to take a syringe and take the fluid out of her. But there's the Brongus, Brahmin and Angus. I love like the black on her. It's kind of like a marbling on her skin. There's hey girl. The white one's real nice. Since the Brongus is scared, it's gonna make her scared probably. It's all good. But other than that, A1 is looking good. She's got some black spots on her. I think might be some warts. Corey was telling me there might be some product out there that is like a copper piece that we can just put in their ear like an ear tag. And we got to get it in some sort of blood vein so that the copper gets in there, and I believe it protects against warts and many other things. Get that copper in their blood vein, in the bloodstream, I should say. So I briefly looked it up online and I didn't see anything, and I've also heard of putting the copper in the water, but I don't think that'll get into their bloodstream. I think they have to like actually swallow it maybe and put it in their stomach. A little piece of copper. I'm not completely sure on that. Don't quote me on any of that, but if you guys use something like that, let us know. I love this cow's skin. Hey girl, she's real friendly. How you doing? Maybe I need to give her some grass or weeds. There you go. Don't want to eat from me? Free food. Curious, but not gonna take a bite. This right here, he's the bull calf that was just born. I gotta be real careful because that yellow cow with the orange ear tag right here is the mama. And she's looking at me. I'm not gonna get too much closer. That's one thing is I'm not too scared of cows at all, but when they're injured or they have a baby, then that's the time to be scared or very precautious. It's all good, girl. I'm not gonna do nothing. I smell some sort of like herb. It smells real good. It's gotta be one of the weeds or something that they've been munching on. I don't usually smell it. Over here we've got a mango tree. And I'll show you guys the river. It's not right now, it doesn't look like much. It looks more like a creek. But this mango tree stopped producing fruit for us maybe like 2 weeks ago. And we've got a couple mango trees over here that were about out about a week ago. Corey and I went back to pick some up for some pig food one of the days, and there was hardly any on the ground. But it's beautiful back here. This is one of the parts of the many parts of the one river that we got running alongside this property. There's a chicken down here. Probably drinking some water. It hasn't rained in probably a good rain in like 4 weeks at least. We probably got 3 foot of water max in the deepest spot right here. Oh, there's some sort of lizard over there. Just ran across the water. I see that a lot out here in Costa Rica. I'm not sure if any states in the US got them, but just lizards run so fast across the water. There's got to be some in the states. But rivers here pretty peaceful. I guess the good thing about it not raining is that there's no mosquitoes, even down by the river. When it rains, the mosquitoes are unbearable. You got to wear long sleeves in the hot weather and bug spray, and they'll still bite you. But all the animals come down here. You can see their tracks go down to the river. So that's one thing we got to make sure with the calves is that they can come down here and not break a leg. And they can get used to coming down here and drinking water. It is real shallow over here, as you can see. I usually put a crawdad trap out there and get some crawdads, and I've gotten 2 crabs, but it's just way too low right now. I have a cast net that I've done, but it's too low for any big fish. We basically just get bait fish. Take the bait fish and I put it in the crawdad trap. And we've gotten a few, but not anything worth continuing doing until the river fills up more. Oh, here's the turkeys out here. Oh, there's more chickens way back here in the woods too. I love that they can just go all over the ranch, and there's so much for them to eat. I guess less and less in the dry season, but still in the wooded area, the jungle, there is so much for them. I'm sure they love it. It's a superior life for them. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is just the small herd here. and we've got another herd. Corey's out weed whacking right now, and that they're we put them in. Corey put them in a pasture, one of the middle pastures in the ranch, and they broke out into another pasture right next to it, and they've been going back and forth between the two, which I guess for now is fine, but it does make them closer to potentially getting attacked by a mountain lion. So we always got to keep checking them. Even if they got attacked and just got a little scratch, that's something we got to worry about, because then we got to make sure that we spray it with this purple spray called cyprochlor, and it's antibacterial, keeps bugs away, because we got screw worms bad here in Costa Rica, and it's the flies will get infected with the larva, and then it'll put the larva in the cut, and the screw worms will grow, obviously, and they'll start eating. Like, they can easily eat a golf ball size hole in one day. Less than 24 hours you could have a golf ball size hole. Like, you let that go 3 days without noticing, and that's a big hole. And they'll expand too. It wouldn't be 3 golf ball size. It'll probably, in 3 days, it might be like 5 or 6 golf ball size holes. Big. But that's something we always got to look out for. But the more I be around these cows and checking on them up close, and the more they get more comfortable with me. Let's see how close I can get to her until she stands up. Hey, girl. All right, probably 3.5, 4 foot. A1. She's looking good. When we got her at the auction a few weeks ago, we could see more of her rib cage, so you can tell she's been eating good. And we deparasite them all with either ivermectin and or fenbendazole, so that's usually not an issue as far as parasites go. We try to give them the least amount of vaccines as possible, the bare minimum. But there's always some stuff, I can't remember exactly what we give them, but as far as that goes. She still hasn't come over to this side. I'm sure here an hour or two she will, but it's not really an issue. Glad to see this herd's doing good. All of them are getting along. I saw one headbutting the other a while ago. We got to keep an eye on that when they get older. We've had a problem with 1 or 2 cows in the bigger herd headbutting pregnant cows, and Corey, just the beginning of this year and maybe even the end of last year, had at least 3 calves that were born dead, and he knows it's because of that one cow that's getting headbutting. But she's gonna be leaving here soon, the one that we know that's been headbutting. There's a couple here and there too, so we got to be careful. Because one calf dies, and it's worth it for us just to sell them at auction and never have that issue again. Now I'm gonna see how Mr. Piggy's doing and the Muscovy ducks. How you doing, buddy? Oh, he's got his water running. You know what? I'm gonna pull that out and I'm gonna give it to the Muscovy ducks. His water's full, and how you doing, bud? What's up, buddy? Mr. Piggy? You've already been fed today. On the weekends, Corey takes care of all the feeding and everything. Gives me a couple days off, but on my days off, I'm working more towards, I still got to make these videos for you guys, and clipping the videos into YouTube Shorts. And if you guys want to watch some more of like the highlights of these videos, you can go watch my YouTube shorts. Just click my channel and click shorts, and then it's more of a highlight of the video. There's probably 3 to 5 per video that I usually make. Here's the Muscovy ducks. Their pond needs a little bit of water though, but they're hiding back there, right beyond the pond. I can't really see if the camera's picking it up. If you're not subscribed, right now is the perfect time to do that. I post daily videos here in Costa Rica. Just post what we do about here on the farm, exactly what you're watching right now. And some days are way more eventful than others, but we've got this makeshift gate right now here for the Muscovy ducks. Actually works pretty good. I put this hose in their pond for them. I'm gonna take a walk back in there and see if I see any eggs. I'm not gonna take them where we want them to reproduce them, but I'm curious to see. We've had them for, I want to say, since Monday or Tuesday, maybe longer than that. I can't remember. All right, I'm gonna leave this hose right here on the kind of on their step. It'll fill right up in there. Let's take a look back in here. Obviously, they're not laying. It's not a roofed in area, but in their cage area. They like it better protection better under these leaves back here. Wonder if they're used to hearing the chickens. I guess I'm gonna walk over here because it's a better area to walk through. Ooh, I gotta be careful of these wasps. These are some gnarly wasps. It seems like here in Costa Rica the wasps are used to the wind so much to where you can like accidentally rub up against them and shake them a lot, and they won't attack. But I don't want to test it. Alright, let's see what they're doing back here. I don't want to scare them too much. I'm not going back there too far. Maybe they're on their eggs? I don't see them though. It's hard to tell. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them right there. So we got all of them. Walking over to check our water. Make sure it's not getting too low in the one water tank. We got a water tower that feeds the pigs and the ducks and most of the animals, but this water tank is for us. Oh, it's all full. So that's all good. We should be good till tomorrow. And even tomorrow, it won't even be half empty. But we're all good for now. Thanks for watching today's video. Hit the subscribe button because I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Maybe a little bit more eventful than today, but today's a Sunday and it's more of a chill day for us. So like the video and I'll see you guys tomorrow.